Hi guys, so today is a video all about my piercings and tattoos. It's not something that I've been requested to do, but I've seen quite a lot of people make these kind of videos, and so I thought I'd kind of give my input onto, how I feel about tattoos and piercings and what I have and stuff like that. So we might as well start with piercings because why not? When I was about 11 or 12 I got my ears pierced in a clinic somewhere, and I got it done with a gun, and I can't remember it being very painful at all. It kind of just happened and then they kind of throbbed a bit afterwards, so if I'm going to go on a pain scale from like 1 to 10, I would probably put that at maybe like a 2. Like I can't really remember the pain that much, but it didn't hurt. It hurts more after than it does when you get it done, if you see what I mean. But now I have my ears stretched to 6mm and hoping to stretch them till about 10, and stretching doesn't really hurt. It's not meant to hurt at all. Recently I just tried to go up to 7mm and I ended up really hurting my ears, so I've had to go back down. So it's just a matter of patience, which I don't really have much of, which is why I always end up messing things up. Yeah, so just be patient with ear stretchings. If you actually want a video more about how I stretch my ears and what equipment I have, then tell us, because I'll make it, why not? Yeah, so the next thing that I got pierced after my lobes was when I was about 14, 15, in fact no, I was 16. I'm not sure how old I was, but I got one piercing in the top of my ear, and then I got another one just below it. I haven't got anything in them right now, but I do. It's on this ear. The helix, I think it's called. That was done with a needle, which was a little bit scary because I just went in and they were just like, right, okay, needle, and I was just like, all right. I got this done at Blue Banana, which is like an alternative clothing store. There's like a guy looking out of his window. He must think that I'm insane. But I got that done and it wasn't too bad. It was actually, I was more nervous then. It was like I was more nervous for the pain. I don't know. But that hurt maybe 4 because it stings, maybe even 3. It's not too bad at all. The pain is pretty much over once it's it's like yeah, it's not bad at all. One of the holes is actually healed up because I don't wear stuff in them much anymore, but one of them is still up, and so I occasionally kind of like just put one in there to make sure it doesn't close up. The next piercing that I got was my nose, which was about maybe 3 years ago now, and that hurt more than I expected it to. I don't want to scare you because it's not too bad, but I got it done with a needle at Blue Banana, and I was kind of like, before I went in, I was like, it's not gonna hurt, it's fine, it's not even gonna like hurt at all. And then when it obviously did, because they're shoving a needle through your nose, I kind of panicked a little bit and I felt a bit dizzy afterwards. But I would advise you always to eat something before getting a piercing, or at least have like a sugary drink, and like do it in the morning, I would say would be good as well. But yeah, I had a little bit of a panic, but it didn't really hurt that bad. I had a little bit of trouble with it healing because I got one of those little bumps by the side. I can't remember what they're called, but quite a few people got them. And yeah, and it hurt when I went to take the first piercing out, but I've had a hoop in it for quite a while now, so it's good. And the hoops that I wear, I can't remember what they're called, but I can get them from Amazon for like $1.99, so it's good. Next thing is actually the last thing that I want to talk about, which is my tattoo, which I don't think I have ever talked about on here, but it's a tattoo on my ankle of a ghost. There's not a massive reason behind the ghost tattoo. It's just I wanted a small tattoo for my first tattoo, and I wanted something simple, something that I could kind of like test the waters with, see how I dealt with the pain. And so I thought ghost, because I like spooky things. I'm not saying that I like horror or intense like thrills, scariness, but I like spooky stuff. I like Halloween and I like stuff like that, like all the posts that come around Halloween on Tumblr, that is what I like. Also, I like to think of it as kind of a little tribute to the song Little Ghost by White Stripes. I really love the White Stripes, love that song. I don't know, I just like the tattoo, got the tattoo. So I'm going to insert some pictures. So I got this done on the 30th of January this year, 2015, and it cost me quite a bit more than I would expect. But I got it done at a really good place. They were really professional, really awesome. This girl called Kelly did it for me, and it was really fine. Like, I was very nervous, especially like before. Once I got into the tattoo studio, I was kind of calm because she was just so nice, and like she knew it was my first one, so she was extra careful with me. And so I got on the bench, laid down, she did the stuff, like, and then she just started. She did the eye first, and it was fine. Like, it really didn't hurt a lot at all. On a pain scale, oh, I didn't rate my nose, but I would say my nose was about 6. This would be maybe like a 6.5 for the ankle tattoo. Of course, it's just lines, it's no colour, no shading, so I can't comment on that. But yeah, it was fine, and now I can't wait to get any more, get more. If you're thinking about going to get a tattoo though, I would start maybe with something small, and then see how you feel about it, because it can be really scary, and you know, you might want to test it out first. And no one's going to judge you for wanting like a small tattoo to begin with, because it's just good sense, I think. There are quite a few big tattoos that I'm wanting that I could have gone for, but I think that would have been really intimidating to be going and sitting down for like hours on end for my first tattoo. But each person's different, so I mean, it's up to you at the end of the day. But that's just my tattoo and piercing experience. Thumbs up if you liked it. Feel free to comment saying stuff about maybe like how you feel about tattoos. Maybe some questions. I might be able to answer them, who knows. And yeah, that's the end. Alright, bye.